Back in the summer, we chatted to the K&ESR Railway gardening team to discover how they keep Tenterden Station looking beautiful.
I'm Robertson and I'm a gardener on the K&ESR Railway. I decided I wanted to be outdoors and this suits me fine, and I can come once a week, meet nice people, do a lot of gardening, learn a lot. We've got 5 here. Generally, Carol is the one who organises the plant buying. Carol will say, I need this done today, and we'll say, I'll go there and I'll go there. Some of us are better at digging than others, and we know that. But yeah, we just divide it up as we go along. We are very lucky because the head gardener before us set all this out absolutely beautifully. We're trying to maintain that as it is, but just fill in places where things die or where things need to be moved or trees that need to be cut down, that kind of thing. And every now and then we'll say, oh, we need something big at the back here. I've got some things at home that I can bring, or we buy them in and put them in. We're looking at some box hedge, which has been trimmed into the shape of a locomotive, and it suffered terribly from a certain moth. We've managed to eliminate quite a lot of it, and you can still see some of the dead bits at the end, at the back on the tender, and some on the funnel, but it is locking a lot better now than it did before, and we'll be able to get it properly back into shape when everything's growing properly again. Everything that's here is mostly perennials, which means that you don't have to change them every year, and we'll plant some annual things in amongst them, but generally the main bones of the garden is set. Every gardener knows that you do different things during different seasons. So in the summer now we are weeding like mad and just generally tidying up and making sure that the gardens look nice. And then in the autumn that will be for planting and pruning, otherwise they get in the way of people on the pavements, and just generally tidying up. And then in the spring we're going to be doing planting. We call it the garden by the Pullman, which is the carriages at the back, that's where they're kept. And we love this one because it's been planted up for a long time, so it's pretty mature. We have put a few extra things in it, but what it's got is just a lovely combination of flowering plants, those which are just green or have different colours of leaves, and also those which provide seeds. So we've got flowers for the pollinating insects, we've got places for them to hide, we've also got seeds for the birds to eat when the season comes round. Quite often as we're going along the platform, people will stop us and say, so lovely these gardens, and that's nice when people get off the train and say that. So I think it's a really good habitat for all sorts of insects and small animals that live in there, and I think it's good just to leave it as it is and trim it back every now and then. We are very aware that all of our gardens and borders are also important for the animals and the insects, the invertebrates that live in them. Obviously, it's a balance between making the gardens look good and making sure there's a habitat for those creatures. And I think we are quite careful at doing that. We're not going to take away any birds' nests or move anything. If we think we see a hedgehog, we will leave it where it is, that kind of thing. We also have the bug hotels dotted around the station. We are quite conscious of that. And as we get into this kind of hot summer, like they're saying, we've had quite a lot of heat waves already this summer, I think we will be gradually moving, as we replace plants, to ones that are a little bit more resilient to the drought.
What would you say somebody is thinking about coming down and helping here on the line?
I think that it would be lovely. If you are very unprepared for gardening, it doesn't matter because we will help you and you will learn, I'm sure. But most of us have some background in gardening, or for me anyway, vegetable growing. And I've learned a lot about flowers since I've been here. We would invite them to come and spend the morning with us and see what we do and how we do it. And I think then if everybody's happy, then it'll be lovely to welcome some more people. There's quite a lot to do. We just like to garden. We love to get rid of weeds, and we're very happy doing that. And of course, we all have a good chat over coffee. So we work hard, but also meet each other. That's very nice.
If you'd like to join the gardening team here at the K&ESR Railway, then contact us at kesr.org.uk. See you next time.